As a trial lawyer, you must become the director who crafts a narrative that integrates all 8 of the following elements, these fundamentals, not just in the discovery of your client's story, but in the delivery of it. And then it's 100% about the performance. The power of great storytelling is a directorial decision. This video highlights each of the 8 fundamentals of breakthrough communication that I write about in both of my books. Fundamental 1, the most important juror, that's you. Fundamental 2, from victim to victor. Fundamental 3, flip the script. That's the value of conflict. Fundamental 4, the crossroads, the power of choice. Fundamental 5, the surface versus the beneath the surface story. Fundamental 6, the state, the emotional state before the story. Fundamental 7, the power of nonverbal communication. And fundamental 8, find the greater story. Fundamental 5 is about the story at the surface and the one that's beneath the surface. Criselda's son, Stephen, was killed in an apartment fire. Criselda remained emotionally closed off after her son's death, making it difficult for jurors and focus groups to understand her ongoing suffering. Adding to her pain, her son Stephen had been estranged from her due to a bitter divorce from his father. However, through our discovery process, we found that Criselda had managed to reconnect with Stephen shortly before his tragic death in the fire. She described how she had persistently tried to reach out to him, finally visiting him one day at his apartment where she also met her 8-year-old grandson, Emerson, for the very first time. After Stephen was killed, Criselda continued to have a relationship with Emerson, and it was very important for her to maintain this relationship with her grandson. The magic moment came when Criselda described the day, this is about a year after the fire, that she took little Emerson to Magic Mountain. Let's go to Criselda's direct examination. Question: Criselda, I'd like to take you back about a year after your son was killed. Is that okay with you? Answer: yes. Question: tell us about that day with Emerson. Take us to Magic Mountain. Do you remember the name of the roller coaster you were on? Answer: we see a smile break. This is the moment, a monumental moment for Criselda. She says, I have no idea what it was called, but I remember Emerson was terrified to go on that roller coaster. And then when the roller coaster started, it was so funny because he actually just started laughing. I mean, and I remember at that point, that's when she gets choked up. No tears, but you can tell she's visibly moved. That was the moment. Trusting that the jurors will care more about how she's fighting through the emotional pain, not trying to save her, keeping her in the struggle. So we see Criselda trying to hold on to the joy of that moment. Answer, she says, yeah, he really was so excited. Strange that he would be laughing, right? And that's when we see suddenly tears rise to the surface of her face. Question: what's going on, Criselda? I mean, what's going on with you in this moment with Emerson while he's laughing on that roller coaster? Criselda answers, I didn't want him to see it. I mean, I didn't want him to see it. Question: see what? The question probably didn't need to be asked. What didn't you want him to see? Answer: I didn't want him to see that I was thinking of Stephen. Silence in the courtroom. Criselda says we were getting closer. Getting closer became our damages theme for Criselda. Criselda strives to be the best grandma she can be, driven by guilt over lost time with her son during their estranged years, and a profound sense of loss for what was taken from her. The jurors' verdict affirmed her efforts. Through their verdict, the jurors said, hey, keep being the best grandma you can be. Don't give up. Every scene in every case has 2 stories, the surface story and the one right beneath it. How do you say the word greed without ever having to say greed? How do you say the word love without ever having to say love? Show the scene and trust that your jurors will know what is beneath it. Know what you are looking for.